A man who cannot sit down to listen to the wife's counsel will run into problem. And a woman who cannot also sit down to listen to the husband's counsel will run into problem. Will cause jeopardy in the marriage. I'm Dr. Wakula Kihoma, a family counselor, and your host at Family Issue TV. Permit me this afternoon, wherever you're watching me from, to spend some time discussing with you on an important issue that has to do with the family. My topic today is the proper management of family stakeholders. Proper management of family stakeholders. Every family has stakeholders. Who are these stakeholders? These are people who have influences, who contribute influences to the family. It may be negative, it may be positive, but people who have something to do with families. And in African setting, African culture and tradition has the largest chain of family stakeholders. You have in-laws, you have friends, you have whatsoever. The man and his wife, the husband and wife, are the chief stakeholders of the marriage and family. The children, the in-laws, the family friends, business partners, and the domestic staff, and the faith colleagues, work colleagues, business colleagues. These all people make up the family stakeholders. They have influence, they have something to contribute. Proper management of their influence can protect your family. A lot of families today have scattered, a lot of marriages have been destroyed as a result of the intrusion and the influence, negative influence of these stakeholders, of these marriages. But permit me now to tell you how you can properly manage these stakeholders. The husband and the wife are the primary owners of the marriage. Therefore, they must rise to take charge of their responsibility. Number one major way of managing these stakeholders is proper placement. Proper placement. To properly place everybody. The husband has his place and his role in marriage and family. The wife has her place and role in marriage. The children have their place and role. In-laws have their place and role. And friends must be properly known. So when they are properly placed, it is going to avoid confusion in the family. The wife is not the house help. The house help is not the wife. Boundaries must be properly defined. Boundaries of the families, the boundaries of the in-laws, the boundaries of the family friends, the boundary of the house help, the boundary of the domestic staff must be made to everybody to know. If people don't know their boundaries, they will overstep their boundaries. And one of the things that causes problem in the relationship in the family is when people overstep their bounds. There's going to be a friction. And the influence level must also be under control. The influence level of the marriage of the family members, stakeholders, must be properly managed. The husband and the wife, so they must know what they should accept or what they should reject. It is not every counsel. It is not every counsel they must accept. So they must be in charge. They must control the influences to be exerted by all these stakeholders. Since the husband and the wife are the CEO of the family, they have to sit up to their responsibility. They have to respond to issues in the family as quick as possible and at a proper time. They should not allow intrusions to destroy their relationship. They should not allow that. They must act timely and appropriately. When trouble is growing or brewing in the home, the man who is the husband and the wife must act timely and appropriately. Issues should not be allowed to degenerate before they come into it. When they hear something or when they see something, they should say something. They should not delay. The couple, the man and his wife, as the CEO, must do the placement together. They must agree on who should do what, on who should be what, and who should be what. The man should not be the only person that will do the placement. The man and his wife should sit together. There must be communication. There must be cohesion. There must be coming together to say this is what we need, this is what we don't need. They must agree. And the two cannot work together except they agree. So, properly sitting down to make placement is very, very important in your marriage, in your family, if you want to succeed. The couple must maintain an impregnable togetherness. No one should allow himself or herself to be used or to become an avenue for bad influence. The lady who is the wife should carefully watch her side, because many a times bad influence can come from a wife through friends, because when a woman begins to collect advice, get advice, counsel from so many people of her friends, her colleagues, her church friends, her business partners, and so many others, begin to get so many counsel from so many people, is going to destroy that home. Two of them should maintain an impregnable togetherness. They must be together and make sure that nothing destroys their togetherness, their relationship. There must be communication. And whatsoever anybody feels like, there must be freedom of expression. The wife should have freedom of expression. The husband should have freedom of expression. Children should express themselves. And wherever there is no freedom of expression, there's going to be a problem. This is where people begin to make mistakes. People begin to go out to look for so many other things. There should be free communication. Communication should flow. A man who cannot sit down to listen to the wife's counsel will run into problems. And a woman who cannot also sit down to listen to the husband's counsel will run into problems, will cause jeopardy in the marriage. So it is very, very, very important that you begin to think about how to place these stakeholders where they're supposed to be. A work colleague, business partner should not come into the family house to pass night without consent of the husband or the wife. There must be consent. Nobody should intimidate the other person. There should be consent. Every decision taken must be together. No matter how small that decision is. We are talking about influence, how to manage stakeholders. They are watching by the side to enter, to break into the family. Some with good agenda, some with bad agenda. Don't allow your work friends to destroy your marriage. Don't allow your neighbors to destroy your marriage because they're stakeholders. Don't allow your in-laws to destroy your marriage. Agree with your wife or your husband on how the matter should be managed. If you are bringing in some of your siblings, there must be an agreement to stay with you, to live with you. If you are bringing in house help, you must have to agree together. If you are bringing in domestic staff, you must agree. You don't impose your idea on anybody. You don't impose the idea on your wife or on your husband. no matter how much you love the outsider, whatever be your intention, sometimes you may have good intention, but because you are not able to carry other stakeholders along, the intention may be misunderstood. You have a good intention, but you don't, for whatever reason, maybe you want to surprise your wife, or you want to surprise your husband, you take a decision which you think is a good intention, but you must have to carry your spouse along. And if he says no, don't push, because two good heads are better than one. Two good heads are better than one. Please, today, think about it. Go for proper placement. Begin to look at your family, all that surround your family, the stakeholder. Are they properly placed? Are my in-laws having an undue influence over me? Are they intruding into the course of the family? Are they intruding into the course of the economy of the family? Am I getting the best from them? Or are they coming to control the marriage, to control the family, and be at the driver's seat of the machinery of the family and marriage? If you hand over your marriage or your family to an outsider to help you to control and manage, they will damage it. Be in charge of your marriage. Choose what should be and what should not be, but in agreement with your spouse. That will make your marriage to succeed. You have to succeed together. If you fail, you fail together. If you succeed, you succeed together. We are not saying you should drive away anybody. You need neighbors. You need this stakeholder, but proper placement will be a blessing to you and to them. You need their in-laws, you need the colleagues, you need the children, you need everybody. So, but give them proper management so that they will not destroy your home, and they will have peace and you will have peace. This is the plan of God concerning you. Keep together, live together happily. God will bless your family or will bless your marriage. Ask your questions, share, and like our page. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and God will bless you.